Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yesterday I made a video regarding Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the nephew of JFK, the president, the former US president that was assassinated by Oswald. And I said the title was like, why this guy, Kennedy, will not be allowed to be elected as president because he's running for office. And I gave yesterday a reason. Now I have another reason, and this is another big reason why he will not be allowed. He runs as a Democrat. So you might think that, hey, come over, Red Rover. So he brings up the issue of who, in his, not opinion, but hey, let's put it like this, opinion, assassinated his uncle, JFK. And guess who he blames? He blames the Central Intelligence, that's CIA. Okay, that's what he says. Now you might think that would be great news, like not great news that people will celebrate, because a lot of people already think that way. But there would be like a breaking news, and each and every, I know, Reuters, New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, Fox News, all these guys will put it on the first, you know, like in the morning, Morning Joe, where the are you? You know, and Mika. Yeah, check Mika a little bit, look over her little bio. Anyway, not Joe. Joe is an idiot, but she's a little bit smarter. So anyway, got good genes, I guess. So here you have this guy coming over, Red Rover, which is Robert F. Kennedy Jr., coming and say, well, see, I think CIA did this. And I just found it in a Russian, guess where? The Russians, because it's the connection between Russians. The Russians reported it, and I put it on, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Right here, I said, Robert Kennedy accuses CIA behind his uncle assassination. And I tried to see, hey, where are the big names? Usually it's Reuters and Associated Press, BBC, The Guardian, all these guys. And I find Republic World, which are some of my friends from India. Then you find Express, whatever, NTD, First Post, Red State. Nothing, man, nothing. But I found it here. All right, NTD, I use this one. I have three. I have actually four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put NTD. This is the title. Robert Kennedy Jr. blames CIA for assassination of JFK. Please pay attention at the title. This is reporting, good reporting. It is a balanced, objective way of writing a title, a headline. Robert Kennedy blames CIA. They don't say it's not true, he's an idiot, you know, you put, well, conspiracy thing, but next one, I go to Al-Mayadeen. Again, Robert Kennedy says CIA responsible for JFK assassination. Again, just reporting. Then we get these guys from Sputnik. Robert Kennedy accuses CIA behind his uncle's assassination. They don't insert anything positive towards the story or negative or any negative connotation. Don't call him. Now we have this is the only article that I'm going to feature next that really was close to being a mainstream, I would put it, media outlet. And you're gonna see what's the slant they put into the title. New York Post, all right, May 8th. Now this lady is here, but is this. Robert Kennedy Jr. blames CIA for assassination, fueling controversial claim. You got it? So already they put this in there, right? And that's it. Let's see what these guys are saying, okay? Because I'm trying to, I don't know if this is a fantastic anyway, but if I use Sputnik, people say, it's the Russians, they don't like this. These are the Al-Mayadeen, the Arabs, they don't like them, blah, 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 blah. You know, I understand, so I'm going to use these guys, New York Post, what do you want? Kennedy made the bombshell accusation during an interview with John Katsmatidis on WABC 770 AM's Cats Roundtable. So let's see if he's gonna allow me to play this. I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, maybe if I do this. No?
I think there's overwhelming evidence that the CIA was involved in this murder. I think it's beyond a reasonable doubt at this point. In terms of my uncle's death, the evidence is overwhelming that the CIA was involved in the murder and the cover.
All right, let me put it again because I missed the beginning.
Well, I think there's overwhelming evidence that the CIA was involved in this murder. I think it's beyond a reasonable doubt at this point. In terms of my uncle's death, the evidence is overwhelming that the CIA was involved in the murder and the cover.
All right. What do you think, my friends? Do I need to go anywhere else with this? This is what he said. I don't have to go over the other ones because that's all they report. And this is what he said. And you might say, well, he's got some evidence. I'm pretty sure he has certain kind of information that we never have access to it. Why? Because of his father, the Attorney General of the United States of America, Robert Kennedy, who was assassinated in that little kitchen while he was walking, from the hotel out by whatever, Shiran, right? Shiram, yeah. And he shot like crazy, man. Again, some bullets came, circled, boomerang bullet, something like that. I don't know. They found, I don't know how many bullets inside of that little kitchen where he was passing. And he shot, I can't remember how many bullets, and they found how many holes. Just check it out. That's what I say. I'm not saying that's true. It's just interesting. Shiram. Anyway, and then you have Shiram, whatever you want to call him. I think he was Iranian or something. Doesn't really matter. He was American citizen, if I remember correctly. Nevertheless, I think he's still alive. In prison, obviously. I think. So, what do you think? This guy probably got the information because I know that his father, Robert, started some investigation on his own, because you can't trust the and with those guys at the same time. And he said that, maybe I found something. And then he was the guy who's going to get deeper into this. Let me just go over this, though, the Sputnik, and read a little bit how they maybe give more information on top of the ones that we already got there from him. U.S. presidential candidate lawyer, who is the nephew of the 35th U.S. President John F. Kennedy, has said in an interview that the country's Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, was involved in the 1963 assassination of the head of the state. And I'm quoting, "This is overwhelming. There is overwhelming evidence that the CIA was involved in his murder. I think it's beyond a reasonable doubt." At this point, the U.S. media quoted him as saying, while referencing James Douglas' book, JFK and the Unspeakable. But anyway, he said that. According to Kennedy Jr., the U.S. intelligence agency was not only involved in the assassination, but also in the, and I'm quoting, cover-up, end quote, of the crime. So, this guy, Mr. Kennedy, will not be allowed to, probably is going to be mocked the hell out of him, for this. I don't know, I think he's got, this is not only, like for us, it's not something personal, but for him, I guarantee it is personal. He's 69, probably he decided, now I'm going to spill the beans here, and I don't care what happens, because he's not going to be receiving any Nobel Prize or anything for that. He's going to be attacked and called conspiracy theory and controversial and all that, which it is controversial because it has the flavor of controversy, the whole 3 bullets, boom, 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 moving car and this guy. And look at the video. I mean, your lying eyes. I have my own decision, I don't want to say opinion, but let's put opinion on these ones based on facts and on, the laws of nature, physics, this, if I drop it, is 100% going to go down. It's not going to go up, left, or right. So there are laws of physics that do not work differently for you than they work for me. So if you ever shot a gun in your life, moving target, living target, an object, you kind of know how that reacts. You know the consequences. Even if you didn't watch it live, even if you didn't do it, maybe you saw someone else doing it. Maybe you saw some, not movies, but even if in movies, if you look, most of the time, I'm talking about 99%, when they shoot someone, that guy is not going to jump in, come towards you. It is true that sometimes when you shoot certain objects that are under kind of pressure, and you shoot it, might come towards you, you know. Which is, for instance, you can watch on YouTube. There are some videos, for instance, with people shooting, for instance, a pop bottle, and he shots it, that I just watched a few days ago actually, and it comes forward. Well, that's possible. So, you know, but I never seen that in general. But it's a pop full of pressure, you know, CO2 inside and whatever. But if you look at JFK's reaction to being shot only from behind, he's no Pepsi 2-liter bottle, I can tell you that. And anyway, it's just unbelievable. And then you look at the trajectory of the bullets and all that, the magic bullet and all that. And not only that, because these guys could have said whatever they wanted. They kicked everybody else. So yes, do it, and then we're going to write the report eventually. And you can say, that's not what I wrote. I'm going to give you a phone call, and you're going to shut up. How do you think things work? Do you think things work? And I'm, as I said, the fact that they still have classified information not available to the public after 63 is 40, 70 years, right? Is, no, 50, 60 years after 63, 70, 80, 90, 20, 60 years. After 60 years, you don't know what the hell happened over there, or at least they still have certain things. You know, you can't have access to it, documents. I mean, you tell me that would not spark a little bit of controversy, let's put it this way. And even if there would be a person, I mean, involved in that, they will not release that. And if he gets, he will not get in the position of the president, to be the president of the United States of America, and he would order that to be released. He doesn't know if that would be released, the entirely. You know, the whole thing. I want everything released. Okay, President, we released it. We don't know if that's going to be everything that is over there. It's a lot of BS that flies below us and above us. That the problem is he has the courage to say that, and I think he's going to be mocked right now, and he's not going to be taken seriously, because only by saying that he's got a big mass of people who will vote for him just because, oh, I'm going to release the documents, all the documents. There's a lot of people who just jump, from the middle of the fence right there. Instead of there, they're going to jump there, or being on the fence. Not only that, and you remember when President Trump said, I will do this, I will do that. Why didn't he do it? He did some bullshit things. Why? Because he was in charge of all that. He was told, beat it. Well, I'm in charge of this, am I? Yeah, on the paper you are. In reality, make me. How are you going to make me? Send my guys, or what? Going to send those guys? You know what I mean. So he's not going to release that, and he's not going to be elected. He's not going to be, maybe, I don't know, people have accidents, I guess. I don't know, they're going to just mock him. They're going to destroy him as a person. You know, they will call him nuts. They will call him this, conspiracy theorist, or alt-right, or whatever they're going to call him. You know, the typical BS. Good luck to him. I like him. So I liked him from a long time ago, but then I had some kind of different view on life. Now it's changed, and I still like him because he seems to be a sincere man. The keyword is seems to. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.